insights, picks, results. This is Wizard Sports Picks. Beyond the Lines.
Welcome to another edition of Beyond the Lines presented by Wizard Sports Picks for Sunday, June 28th. Ian Cameron with you, and we are going to preview the final game for CFL Week 4 in this edition of Beyond the Lines, where we have the Ottawa Redblacks taking on the Montreal Alouettes. Before we get to that, we want to remind you to check out wizardsportspicks.com. Tons of great sports bettors and handicappers on the website, tons of cappers in great form. You know, it's the slower part of the year, but you still have MLB, you still have CFL, World Cup, you still have a lot going on right now. And don't look now, NFL and college football are right around the corner. We're talking 2 months away from the start of a new NFL and college football season. So get to the website, check out wizardsportspicks.com. It's been an incredible run from day one on the website for me in all sports, up over $4,000 of profit at the website. It's been just a spectacular, consistent run from day one. Profitable start to the CFL season, which is the one sport that I am handicapping on the website over the summer. Of course, I'll be back in action with NFL and college football starting in August and September, and trying to back up what I did last year in the NFL. Number one ranked NFL season last year at Wizard Sports Picks. We'll try for an encore this year. So check it out at wizardsportspicks.com, and make sure you check out the YouTube channel. Daily live content every day on the YouTube channel for Wizard Sports Picks. Enter your email address on the homepage, and we'll get free picks sent to you daily. Check it all out at wizardsportspicks.com. All right, let's get into CFL Week 4. Ottawa Redblacks, Montreal Alouettes. Montreal 8.5-point home favorites here in this game at Percival Molson Stadium Sunday night in CFL action. The total right now for this Sunday night matchup currently at around 55.5, 56. You look at this matchup, and Montreal has certainly dominated the Ottawa Redblacks. There really isn't much question about that. Montreal 10-0 straight up, 9-1 against the spread in the last 10 meetings against Ottawa. It's been domination. Last year, the Alouettes swept the season series against the Redblacks, going 3-0 straight up and against the spread, and winning all those games by at least 11 points. So I think that's another win by margin here for Montreal. I like the spot for the Alouettes. They're coming off a loss last week to the Edmonton Elks, which isn't so bad considering Edmonton, the lone remaining undefeated team in the CFL this season at 3-0. I think it's a great bounce-back spot for Montreal. That was Davis Alexander, the quarterback of the Montreal Alouettes. That was his first regular season loss of his CFL career last week. I would expect him to be in a very angry, dialed-in, focused frame of mind here for this game against a team that he has routinely torched, and this Ottawa defense continues to have a ton of problems. We saw them struggle defensively in their first two losses of the season against Edmonton and Toronto. You know, especially Toronto putting up 44 points, Chad Kelly having his way. I think it's just a tough matchup here for the Ottawa Redblacks when it's all said and done. Jake Maier is just an inferior quarterback in this matchup against Montreal and Davis Alexander. He has been erratic, inconsistent, and I'm being kind when I say that because I think you could probably make a case in a season where so many of the CFL quarterbacks so far have played very well, that Jake Maier is probably the one quarterback that isn't playing well at the moment. I guess you could throw Zach Collaros into that mix a little bit. He's been kind of up and down, but I don't think anyone has been performing at a worse level so far at a quarterback spot in the league than Jake Maier for the Ottawa Redblacks. So I expect Montreal to really bounce back strong. They have completely owned the Ottawa Redblacks over the years. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay the 8.5 rather, with the Montreal Alouettes. There are some 7.5s out there with the Alouettes, but the consensus number right now is 8.5 with the Montreal Alouettes as home favorites. So I am going to split this bet up between spread and team total for Montreal. Keep in mind, in the 3 wins against Ottawa last year, they scored 30-plus points in all 3, and they scored 39 in 2 of them. The Ottawa defense has had their issues. So I think there's a good chance not only that Montreal covers the point spread, but they have a good chance, in my opinion, to go over the team total as well. So we'll give you a split bet here on the Montreal Alouettes in this game. Montreal minus 8.5, minus 110. And we'll also give you Montreal team total over 32.5 at -115. So there you have it. Montreal -8.5, -110, and Montreal team total over 32.5, -115. I expect another double-digit victory here for the Alouettes over the Redblacks. That's a wrap for this edition of the Beyond the Line show presented by Wizard Sports Picks. I'm Ian Cameron. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button on the way out. Enjoy the games and good luck for your Sunday. And thanks for joining me and tuning in for another edition of Beyond the Lines for Sunday, June 28th, presented by Wizard Sports Picks.